Today we'll be talking about a mandatory document. A mandatory document, but it has been given least attention and it is difficult to get. And of course, if you don't have it, this will lead to what? Rejection. So such an important thing. What is it? Hello friends, this is Satwinder Bhatia from Sukhmaniimmigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I am a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video is very special because today I am going to talk about a mandatory document which is being given least attention, but this is so important document that it can lead to rejection of your case. What is this document? I will share everything with you, but before that, if you are new to the channel and have not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration, news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. And please press the bell icon so that this video comes to you as soon as we upload. So without further delay, let's get on to a very important topic where information is very limited on internet. So what is that topic? This topic is police clearance certificate. In short, this is called PCC. PCC, police clearance certificate. And how police clearance certificate is linked to express entry. Although it is linked to a lot of things, but I am touching here express entry. So let us see why it is important that PCC is a mandatory document in express entry. So what happens when in an express entry you get invitation to apply? You start and accept the invitation and start filling up the forms. The moment you accept, you start your clock and you have 60 days. The moment the ITA comes, you have 60 days from that ITA date. You have 60 days to submit your application. So 60 calendar days, that's important. So you have to get a PCC, which is a mandatory document, within those 60 days. Sometimes you have to get multiple PCCs depending upon your travel history. And PCC definitely takes time. So that is why it is very crucial, very important in express entry to have PCC. So now the question is, what is PCC? So the PCC is an acronym. It means Police Clearance Certificate. It is provided by police or government of that particular country, and what it shows that individual has no criminal record and there is no information on his record which will stop him from getting immigrant. So police clearance certificate, it's called by different names. Sometimes it is called police certificate, sometimes it is called good conduct certificate, sometimes it is called judicial record extract, and sometimes background check, criminal background check. So various names, but this is the certificate which is needed. So you understand now that what is police clearance certificate. Question is, why the police clearance certificate is needed? So police clearance certificate serves as an evidence to Canadian government that the person has no criminal record. And moreover, it ensures the safety and security of both Canada and Canadians. So legal requirement, by law, it is required that you submit your police clearance certificate and it establishes your credibility. So these are the reasons why PCC is needed. Now, you got to know why PCC is needed, but who needs a PCC? So PCC is needed by anyone who is above the age of 18 years. 18 or older, you need PCC. Now here, very important thing, so you should be very careful. So PR, for any PR program or citizenship, it is must, you don't have a choice, it is must to provide a police clearance certificate. PCC. So express entry is a PR program, and that is why it is must to provide a PCC. For any other PR program, you need PCC, but problem in the express entry is that your clock starts. That's the major issue. So for visitor, for student and for worker, government may ask PCC, but it is not mandatory. It is, if you can provide, it is better. Otherwise, it is not a mandatory requirement. So this is who needs PCC. So continuing with who needs PCC, 18 years or older, important thing is, suppose you went to say Paris, France, you went to maybe Denmark, you went to Bangkok, but you went for 15 days trip, then you don't need PCC, 15 days trip. On contrary, suppose you are an Indian citizen or a Pakistani citizen and you went to Dubai to work. You stayed in Dubai or maybe Saudi Arabia for more than 6 months, 8 months, then you need PCC. So any place, any country, you live 6 months or more in one shot, in a stretch. So it can be that you lived 3 months, came back to India, then went 3 months. No, then you don't need PCC. 6 months in a stretch, you need PCC. Now, the second part. Suppose today you are 40 years old. You went to Saudi Arabia when you were 22. You worked there, you came back, and after that you never went to Saudi Arabia. Today you are 40 years old. Do you need PCC? No, then you don't need. Saudi Arabia, you don't need a PCC because it is more than 10 years old. That is the catch. That is very important. You need for last 10 years. If it is more than 10 years, then you don't need it. And if required, visa officer may ask you to provide additional PCC when he is processing your file. So this is what you got to know, who needs PCC. Now next question, how long is PCC valid for? Here it depends where you are currently in. Suppose you are currently in a country where you are living. For a country you live in currently, you need to have a PCC which is 6 months, not more than 6 months old. So if it is more than 6 months old, it is useless. And it must not be expired. Some countries put date on the PCC also, so it must not be expired. And also for any other country, the PCC must be issued. If you are, for example, if you are, say you are an Indian citizen and you went to England 2 years back, and during your stay in England, you stayed there for say 7 months and came back. So you need a PCC from England, and because you stayed for more than 6 months in a one stretch. Another important thing is that you got a PCC which is now more than 6 months old, but then you never went to England. So if you have went to a country and then never went back in that country. So suppose you went to any country, say Dubai, you went there, you worked there, you came back, you got a PCC, but it is now old, more than 6 months old. Still, Canadian government will accept it. They may ask for a new PCC, but they will accept that. But important part is that you have not visited that country again after PCC. That is the important catch. So how long it is valid? Last, how do you get the PCC? So PCC, as I said, it is issued by police or government, and for Indian context, the PCC you can get it from Government of India portal. which is called Passport Seva Portal. I will show it to you. And then local police station you can get it. And the third way, suppose you are here in Canada and you have got an invitation under CEC category, Canadian Experience Class category. Most of the students qualify under CEC category. So when you got an invitation, you are not in India. So you can apply from here in Canada from BLS. So BLS you can apply inside Canada. So I will show you the portal where you can apply. So if you are in India, you can apply from this portal which is called Passport Seva Portal, and you can apply for the police clearance certification, or you can go to the local police station and apply there. Third, you can go to the portal which is called BLS portal. If you are inside Canada, you can apply from this place. So now you know where do you get the PCC. The thing, and this is one of the most important questions which you should, many of you have asked me, suppose if you can't get your PCC in time, what should you do? Well, you have only two options. Remember, only two options. The first option, and this is a difficult option, decline. Decline your invitation, which nobody wants to do it. You have a golden ticket in your hand. Do you want to waste that ticket? No, nobody wants to decline it. So there is a second option, and that second option is proof that you have applied for a PCC and you have not received it. So you can provide a confirmation receipt, a payment receipt, a delivery notice, or any kind of tracking number, and write a letter along with that to the visa officer. So that will help you. Then hopefully it will be considered. So these are the two options. So in PCC, a lot of things do happen, and this is one of the leading cause of rejection. So, I try to get you most of the information by this point. If you still want to discuss your case and you need to discuss your case, you can book an appointment. Our address, email ID and phone number, everything is shared right here with you. Our office is in Brampton, and here is address, email ID and phone number. So once again, very important thing, if you have still not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Our team puts lots of effort to bring all this authentic information to you. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.